Hey guys, welcome back to my channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. So I wanted to jump on and take a quick second tonight to talk about two trades that I made today. Both of these trades relate to videos that have been released previously. So we're going to be talking about Valens and Dropbox. Both of these videos have some pretty solid views going. I do ask that you remember to hit the like button and share any of these videos that you find valuable with your friends or family. And without further ado, let's jump in and take a look at the trades I made today. The first one we're going to talk about is Dropbox, and what I actually went in and did today was convert some shares to options. So I actually went ahead and sold 65 shares of Dropbox at an average of $24.55 per share. So this was about a $1,600 sale, about 20% profit on that sale. I bought these shares for just under $20 a few months ago. And what I've decided to do is actually convert those into January 21st, 2022 $20 call options. So I got in these at an average price of $8.10 per contract. I bought two of them, so just over $1,600 US. And essentially what I need here is within the next year or 11 months, by January 21st of 2022, I need Dropbox to be above $28.10 in order for this option to finish in the money. Now, if you just watched my previous option video I released a few days ago, I likely won't hold this option until expiration. I probably will trade this away earlier, so I'm hoping for actually a pretty big price movement within the next 3, 6, 9 months, and I'll probably unload these contracts to somebody else at that point. So let's talk a little bit about why I wanted to switch these shares out for options, and then we'll get into my Valens trade as well. So if we pull up a chart on Dropbox here, you can actually see it's had a pretty good run in the last 5 days alone, and I feel like it is poised for a breakout. I'm very bullish on Dropbox. I think this company is extremely undervalued, underappreciated by Wall Street. So I wanted to take a little bit more aggressive stance here and actually convert some of those shares to more aggressive, higher return options. Now, if we zoom out to a 1 year, you can see we are hitting resistance right around $25 here. It actually broke through today, so this could be extremely bullish and looking for a breakout. So the first reason I really wanted to take a more aggressive stance in Dropbox and do it right away here is Dropbox is actually scheduled to release earnings for fourth quarter and the full fiscal 2020 on February 18th. So that's just a couple of weeks away here, and I definitely want to be holding this company into earnings. Reason being is if we go into Yahoo Finance, just down the page here, you can actually see earnings history, and Dropbox has beat earnings the last 4 quarters in a row. I expect this quarter to be no different, especially with work from home and especially with HelloSign coming online. I think this company is in for a potential big beat. You've seen here annual revenues are increasing year over year for the last 4 consecutive years. And if we take a look at the quarterly revenue here, you can see it's been more or less flat. However, we did see a little uptick between Q2 and Q3, and I expect Q4 to be a healthy jump from there. Now, the second trade that I made today was in relation to Valens. So you can see here, I bought 750 shares at an average price of $1.80 in this account. In a separate account of mine, I actually bought an additional 1,200 shares at $1.88. So that total trade value is about $2,200. Now, between all my accounts, I have roughly $17,000 to $20,000 in Valens. This is definitely my biggest holding, and I think this one is poised for some massive upside growth, especially as the US starts to talk more about federal legalization. However, the reason for these trades this week was a little more near term. So you can see Valens trading in this $1.70, $1.80 range for the last couple of months now, all the way back to September of 2020. Now, we just recently had a breakout starting in January, and we actually saw this company run all the way up to about the 270, 280s, which was phenomenal. You saw a double top here, and then we tapered right back down to support levels. So I think this is a great entry point, and I think there's a couple of reasons this company is bound to go back to that $3, $4 price very quickly. So the first of these reasons is actually to do with some news that came out today, and there were 2 main pieces in this news release. So the first one was an operational update on Valens K2 facility. So we talked about this in my previous video, but they actually have a 42,000 square foot facility located in Kelowna, and they've actually commenced their first shipments of cannabis derivatives from this facility. So they're going to be focusing on things like crumble, beverages, THC drops, vapes, and tinctures. And I think this is a massive step forward as this facility is now fully online and producing revenue for the company. So the second piece of news in this release was actually in regards to a recent acquisition they've made of Life. And this company, we'll take a quick look at the news release here, was acquired for just under $25 million or 4.2 times their F22 EBITDA. And this company is focused on gummies, chocolates, baked goods, any type of edibles. So they're actually located in Kelowna, BC as well, which gives some major synergies in terms of geography. But this company today released that they've actually had an amendment to their Health Canada license, and they're now permitted to sell their products directly to provincial retailers. So this is phenomenal. They already have over 10,000 square feet of manufacturing capabilities up and running. They can actually sell these products now right to the end retailer. The other piece of information in here was just a quick update on the construction of their Toronto facility. This is going to be where they're producing a lot of the Source A drinks, and this one is nearing completion. So they're not online yet, but they expect that they'll submit their processing license to Health Canada within February. So this one's not online yet, but they do expect to submit their processing license application in February, so that'll be a major catalyst as well. Now, the final thing I wanted to mention about Valens, and this is actually interesting given what happened last week with the whole Reddit short squeeze situation. I frequently go on a website called Stockhouse, so you can actually go in here and there's a billboard discussion very similar to Reddit that talks about different people's opinion on companies and things like that. There was a great post here today talking about Reddit activity in relation to Valens. So this post actually talks about an increase in Valens discussion on the Reddit boards. And this individual went into a ton of detail on the company. So they did huge analysis. You can see here about 4 pages probably of data. But the thing that was the most interesting to me is they actually referenced a short squeeze tactic, and it goes through some screenshots, some examples here of why this individual believes this is happening, but it's actually fairly compelling. And if you take a look at the actual market cap numbers that are in this article, you can see here that Valens is trading at 1/100th the market cap of Canopy or Afria, even though their revenue is a 6. So if you actually take that number and extrapolate it out, that means Valens is trading at a 17 times discount to the market cap of some of these bigger players. So at a current share price of $1.88, that means if Valens were to trade at this same multiple, their share price would trade at $31, which is absolutely crazy compared to where they're closing at today. The reason I have so much money in this company is I honestly think this could be my first 10-bagger. And if I'm able to realize even half of that upside potential and get maybe 8-9 times my return on this company, we're looking at some big dollars. So that's it for today, guys. Like I said, this is a quick, short, non-scripted video. I just wanted to get on here and talk about trades that were made today in real time so you guys can see that I'm actually practicing what I'm preaching here when I release these videos. Dropbox and Valens, in my opinion, are both great companies with some huge upside, and I wanted to share these in real time. So if you are interested, you can maybe open positions or at least take an opportunity to look at these companies before the share price moves too much one way or another. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and enjoy the weekend.